All right, so I'm going to do a video here on Motive. So I am a partner of Motive. I own an insurance agency for trucking guys. So I have never used Motive myself. So take this all with a grain of salt. But I do have some other perspectives on this because I'm on the insurance side. All these insurance companies are starting to use dash cams and ELDs and integrate them all. If you guys want to save 30% of your insurance, here's how. So I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance. Let's get into it. All right, so I go talk to truckers all day long. I visit with fleets probably 2-3 times a week. My dad had a trucking company. Again, guys, I'm not in the trucks with you guys, so I can't relate to that aspect. But I am in the insurance world, and I know your guys' insurance premiums are going up, and a lot of trucking insurance guys are wanting to see dash cams, ELDs, all that stuff to go in there and save you guys money. Some of you guys hate it. Hey, I don't want them knowing my business. I want to stick to my paper logs, or I just don't want them to see my data. I completely understand, but you are going to pay more. You're going to pay more because of it. And I see people's cab reports, brokers, insurance companies, insurance agencies. We all see it, and no matter how big the fleet, I see guys who are extremely safe and do a really good job because they've been in the industry for 40 years, but still have some of these just nuanced violations. And they're getting alerts because they just got the stuff. I think it's just the tech. Really, when I go in to talk to them, it's just the tech that they really could use to just go in there and help them. So I'm going to talk about how Motive just compares to all these other guys like Verizon, Samsara. How they got a fuel card, so you got OTR, Green Lane, Mud Flap on there. And so I'm just going to give my honest opinion on them and really how they compare here. So the big three violations with the alerts on the basic scores that I see is going to be your vehicle maintenance is number one. I see a lot of hours of service, and I see a lot of unsafe driving on there too. Obviously, crash is another big one on there. Hazmat's kind of its own deal, whatever. But with this, we're going to unsafe driving here first. I mean, Motive's going to come in here and help with, hey, this guy's CDL is expiring here soon. You guys doing annual MVR checks on the drivers. That stuff all helps with your insurance rates. You tell the insurance company you're doing it, great. A lot of these underwriters that are using underwriting to actually determine the price versus just like Progressive and Geico throwing in your information in the system and it spits out a rate. They all take this stuff into account. So if they go see, hey, I see you got some alerts on your vehicle maintenance, also traffic, all that stuff, what are you doing to prevent that? Well, hey, I just moved over to Motive. I can now see when all the CDLs are expiring, when the MVRs are due. I can get alerts on this stuff. Like, there's an example where I heard my safety managers, he went to one of his clients went to Yankton, South Dakota, which is actually not far from us, and he was behind on his child support payments, so his CDL got downgraded from a Class A to a Class B. Boom, he couldn't leave that truck, or he couldn't leave driving that truck, and now he's in a tough situation. Something like this is going to help that. They've got maintenance on there, which is just the biggest one I always see. I mean, the obvious is pre-trip and post-trip inspections. Motive's going to have that stuff digitally on there. That's going to help a lot. So, I mean, that's a basic, though. Like, nobody needs me to tell you guys that you guys need to be doing that. But if you guys have Reefer, a big thing is errors on mission on the truckers. Send the Reefer to the wrong temp. I actually had a 14-unit client who had that happen twice. It cost the insurance company $110,000, which ultimately reflected back to his insurance premiums, right? So they've got to-dos on there from their pre-trim, post-trim inspections. Lets mechanics know, lets everybody know, hey, this stuff needs to be done. Or, hey, I got this. Oh, you know what? I just forgot I've got the spare part of my truck. So then you can call and figure that stuff out right away. Temp regulates the temp, so that really makes it tough to be send a temp to the wrong temperature because you can just monitor that all the time, or if the reefer unit has a deal going on with it. And temp starts dropping or starts rising, anything along those lines, you're sitting good there. And it also has the maintenance, like, hey, this thing is being inspected every 30 days. A lot of people don't realize on your insurance policy, your reefer unit's got to be inspected pretty much every 30 days, depending on the insurance company you're with. And so if you don't inspect it every 30 days, then you're going to run into issues and you actually might have a reefer breakdown claim denied. Another big thing is like driver training. I mean, that's just the biggest thing. I know it's tough to find drivers. I find I call people who are like, yeah, I got all the people in the world who want to apply to work here. But the other 90% I talk to have a really tough time finding drivers. And so sometimes you got to hire somebody who's not ideal, whatever. If you can put through a good onboarding process and you can put through a lot of training, usually it can at least help you in that situation, right? So you got onboarding, you get quizzes to make sure the training's going well. I mean, I hire new employees all the time. And so quizzes are going to be a big thing because I'll go explain something to somebody and they might come out of the conversation being like, just completely lost. I mean, there's a lot of compliance and everything in trucking. So quizzes, and it even integrates your payroll, which just makes life easier, right? I mean, Motive's going to go in there. They can do your fuel card. They can do dash cams. They can do ELD. They can do fuel card. Just kind of integrates a lot of that stuff in one system. If you guys are having a bad deal with accidents, I mean, for one, look at the drivers. And a lot of drivers hate the inward-facing dash cams. So I'm not going to sit here and say, go put inward-facing dash cams in your trucks because I can get into a long story of those are really going to help you or not. But it's definitely a good deal if you are having a problem with accidents because lawyers are going to get after and find that data, whether or not you are having good drivers in it or not, or whether your training's on top of it or not. But yeah, I mean, if the accidents are a problem, and then we're facing dash cam might not be a half bad idea, especially they can detect drowsiness, detect what am I looking at here? Distractions, all the type of stuff leading up to an accident. The outward stuff, they can see the outward facing dash cam. Hey, an accident about happened, hard stop, whatever the case is. And I mean, hard stops are needed to prevent an accident. No, I mean, you guys look at it how you want to do it. You guys have safety managers. And I think a lot of you guys think too that these insurance companies are going to look at these hard stops and just really punish you. I've got an insurance company who almost rewards for a hard stop. I wouldn't go that far to really say that. But a hard stop, they understand that you guys are out on the road and sometimes a hard stop is needed to avoid an accident, okay? So I'll get into the insurance piece here in a second, but I just want you guys to know that as well. I mean, you can go in there and you can track your scores, the violations. Hey, you guys trending upward? You trending downward? Yes, you can go see this on, SMS, your Safer, your cab, whatever the heck you use. Yeah, but it's nice to just get the percentage. Hey, you guys have been trending up. You've been trending down. It's this truck causing the violations. This is this driver causing the violation. This driver's got this score. This driver's got this score. Hey, I'm getting all these violations. My insurance premium's going through the roof. What the heck is going on? Who's the problem here? It's this guy. So instead of literally manually going through all the work on your Safer, it's just got it all right there, which makes it really nice. And then kind of going back to that fuel card too, they have the fuel card. You guys can lower your fuel costs by working with Motive to see your idle time and all that type of stuff. I mean, it really is pretty dang nice. I can't really sit here and tell you guys exactly how Motive is going to compare on the fuel card. They say it's an average savings of 20%, or I'm sorry, 20 cents per gallon. They got 35,000 locations. RTS is huge. OTR is huge. Green Lane's big with the hot shot guys. So they're not as popular by any means as your RTS and OTR and some of the other big guys, but it's nice to have them integrate with everything. They do use Loves, which I know some people hate Loves, some people love Loves. So you got that. And then, I'll get into the piece I really can speak on the most here, which is insurance, right? So basically, whether you guys like it or not, a lot of these insurance companies are moving towards dash cams and integrating your ELD data. With Motive, the reason I'm specifying Motive here than just ELDs and dash cams in general is because they integrate with the most amount of insurance companies. Motive integrates with the most by a long shot, actually. So you've got some insurance companies out there like Nirvana, HDVI, CoverWhale. CoverWhale's going to be for your new ventures, but HDVI and Nirvana, are crushing it on fleets. You got 10 or more trucks. Nirvana, HDVI are crushing on fleets. I just had a guy move from Century to HDVI. I spoke to 2 weeks ago. I had a guy who was paying $600,000 with Great West. Nirvana came out at $380,000. I think the guy had I can't remember, 45 trucks or something. Stupid cheap. They are going to reward the guys who have safe driving records. But a lot of it's just paper. You can't really get the whole story behind, here's my loss runs are, Here's the value of my trucks. Here's how many years of CDL experience. Because like I said, you could hire guys with less years of CDL experience. Now, probably not below 2. But with this data, they can go in and see who they really do and do not want to insure. And they are going to reward the low risk guys. When you are low risk, you're going to be put into a low risk pool with these guys. You're not taking everybody under the sun because on paper you look good, but you don't know what's behind the curtains, right? Again, these guys are not going to be spying on you. They're not going to be doing all this stuff. They're only going to see that dash cam footage at the time of a claim, and it's only going to be the last like 3 minutes, right? So they're not going to be spying on you. They're not going to be, most insurance companies are not going to be going in there, oh, heartbreak, boom, rates going up, right? I mean, they're not that tough on this stuff, okay? Like Progressive, for example. Progressive is the largest insurance company. Now, you fleets are probably not with Progressive. But Progressive gives a discount of about 5% to non-motive ELD guys who connect their ELD. Now, if you have motive and you connect your AI dash cam, forward-facing dash cam, they're going to give you another 10%. And at renewal, it can be up to another 30%. I'm not kidding you guys when I say it's a huge discount. I can't remember exactly what it is right now, but I want to say it's like 40%. You can save up to 40% of your truck insurance at renewal. And shoot, if you're a new venture paying, call it 20 grand a year, 40% is going to make a huge freaking difference. So motive is great with Progressive. We just talked about Nirvana, HDVI. Great West is using this stuff. Sentra is using this stuff. Cimarron, one of the insurance companies we have, is using it. 10-4 is using it. I mean, they said there's 40 plus insurance companies using motive dash cams or ELDs, whatever. But this stuff is going to save you guys a ton of money on insurance. It is going to make it way easier to regulate the fleet, make sure you guys stay compliant, because your brokers, your insurance companies, your shippers, everything are looking at your CSA scores. Help those CSA scores, help training with the drivers. You can get as hands-on or hands-off as you want, but I think Motive really just does the best here. They've got the most available, they're not half bad priced, and everybody works with them on the insurance side. So it pays for itself right away. I'll get into the pricings here real quick. So like the dual facing AI dash cam with the detections and everything, $450 a unit, $50 a month per truck. You got road facing, $350 a unit, $40 a month per truck. And then those are both the AI facing. Those are both the AI ones. You can just get a forward facing dash cam, no AI deal, $250, and then $35 a month per truck. And you got the OmniCam, which is the AI facing deal for $500, $30 a month per truck. That's like the 360 one. Shoot, that could even help your guys work comp. Work comp can pay dividends. Hey, you turn low claims. Here's money back for you. So the Omni facing dash cam is 360. I think you're putting your trailers and everything too. So that way it doesn't really have to look at the driver as much if you don't want it to. But it can help with the work comp side too. Like, hey, this guy just fell. Let's get him. Let's alert the owner or the safety director. Let's get a work comp claim going here. It can alert if they're wearing the right safety equipment or not. I mean, I just talked to a guy here this week, and he said one of his drivers had gone out in flip-flops. This could have prevented that right away. Went out to the trailer, his livestock trailer, and he's climbing up one of the trailers, and I kid you not, he fell back a little bit, I think, and it cut 2 of his toes clean off. Work comp claim. So this could have just prevented that at all. This guy would have 10 toes instead of 8, and the owner would not have a work comp claim, and it would have just prevented all of this, right? So it could alert the safety director, hey, no, dude, do not climb on a trailer with flip-flops. So there's that. But yeah, if you guys want to get hooked up with Motive or got more questions on it, please reach out to me. I'll throw a link in there in the description here for to kind of chat with a Motive rep. So appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted to give you guys an insurance perspective on it because I think that can help because insurance is becoming a huge, huge cost for truckers. So please like, subscribe. I'm just making content to help truckers out and really just inform you guys every chance I can. So thanks for watching, and that's about it there.